there was Raymond, you Ella, Curtis, Lundy, you Eva, Bonita, Rico, you Stacy, and Lucky.
Okay.
How many was that?
9.
9 kids. Wow. Incredible.
Who was your mom?
Elizabeth Worry is what her first name. Her was before she got married.
Elizabeth.
Worry, Werrry, and I come from Bellevue, Idaho.
Bellevue, Idaho?
Uh-huh.
Wow, where's
I
that?
was born in Bellevue, Idaho.
Is that in the middle of Idaho, or is it by Boise or Idaho?
Oh, it's way
Oh,
north.
it's
Coeur
north.
d'Alene?
It's
up
up
around
by.
Coeur d'Alene and up in that area, yeah.
Oh, probably more like.
Haley.
Yeah. Okay, I know where
But
that is.
I mean,
Like
I don't know.
Sand Point.
Oh, I really couldn't tell you.
That's on the little isthmus there. That
Because
that
when
little.
I was about 6 years old, we left there, and I never did go back. To
Where'd you go after that?
We went to. I come to Contact, Nevada. That's close to. It's south of Twin Falls, Idaho, and close to Wells, Nevada.
Oh, really? Oh, well, that's where Jackpot is.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But when I used to be there around Jackpot, that was nothing. It was
Right,
pretty
that was
as bad
just-
as when I moved here.
That was just a stretch of
It
dirt
was
road, right?
Yes, it was. Nothing was there.
Right. That's typical of the casinos, but. So.
But now it's,
Yeah, who was your dad?
Kinraid. William Edward Kinraid.
He hailed
Kinraid.
from.
Kinrade.
He hailed
was
from Bellevue?
Was he from Bell?
No, he was from England. He come over here when he was either 17 or 21. He was a sailor, and he come to this country on a ship.
Oh, really?
He was born in Manx, England. He was an Englishman, period. And mother's descendants were English too, but she was born and raised in Ohio, Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, okay. English. Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, that's good to know. I thought
We're more English,
I should
really.
have asked.
Figure out your nationality.
Well,
Yeah.
Jarvis is an English name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, they
But that's not
they've
ultimately.
said that it's not really, but it's yes. Jarvis is the way
Uh-huh.
we spell it. Jardis is English, and his, as far as I know, I never met his father. My husband, kids' dad. I never met his father, and I never met his uncle, but I did meet his grandparents, Grandma and Grandpa Jarvis, and they were very nice people, and they were English, as far as I know. We didn't discuss nationalities. I was never up on anything like that. I was only 18 when,
Right.
close to 19 when I went back there,
Mhm.
and I never was.
You went to England?
No, to Illinois where they lived.
Oh,
So the
Illinois
Where
or
the Jarvises lived. Grandma and Grandpa Jarvis lived in Illinois. I went to
Your grandma and grandpa?
No,
no.
her
It would be
husband's
your grandfather. It's it was the kids' father, Raymond Jarvis.
Right.
It was his grandmother and grandfather.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
And then his father's name was Curtis and Mrs. Jarvis. That's where Curtis got his name from.
Oh, really?
I wanted to name him Curtis Ulysses, and the kid's father said, no, let's not have it that. Boy, just put it something else. So then I called him Laverne Curtis, and then we changed it around. I didn't like the Laverne either, so we put it just Curtis. And he said he never knew till he went to the service that his name was Laverne Curtis instead of Curtis Laverne. Because I didn't like Laverne either after we put.
So on his birth certificate it says Laverne Curtis Jarvis?
He changed it, had it changed.
Oh,
It's-
when?
Well, I think he had that done when he went in the service.
Oh, interesting.
Just switched the names around was all.
Right.
Instead of Laverne Curtis, he put it Curtis Laverne, because his middle initial is L.
Yeah, well, I ended up with the middle L too. You know, it's Curtis Lee.
So,
Yeah.
our dad's dad was
English.
English.
And he was from Illinois.
He
No,
was
no.
born he was born in Newton, Iowa, and lived in Illinois.
Okay.
That's where his grandparents was in it, because they were 80 when
What happened to him?
Your father's father?
Yes.
Well, I really don't know.
It was like one of those go get a pack of cigarettes kind of thing and never come back.
He just disappeared?
Yeah, he was gone for a long time, and then I got letters from him, but he forgot to ask what the baby was. He left before my last baby was born.
So did you have 9 children by him?
Yeah, that was the only man I ever married, excepting Louis Ball, and we didn't have no children.
Okay. But you married Louis though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, he left, you know his name, but you don't know what happened to him?
He just took off.
That's good. But that was what burnt me up, because I wasn't bitter, and I never have been. And none of my kids can ever say that I ever said one thing that was bad about their father, called him names, or ever said why he left, or anything else. None of my kids can ever say that about me, that I ever was, you know, like a lot of divorces, boy, they have this hee-haw and going
Yeah.
on and everything else, and I did not do none of that.
He didn't divorce, he just left.
He just left.
So you had to file for
He
a
did that later.
I didn't
divorce?
file for divorce until he was gone for 12 years or better.
Oh, wow.
And his name was
Raymond Francis Jarvis.
Raymond Francis Jarvis.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Do you know his birthday?
Yeah, April the 9th, 1908 he was born.
April the 9th, 1908.
And his father's name was Curtis Ulysses Jarvis.
And I don't know when he was born or anything. He used to write to me a lot.
I'm
Really?
kind of curious what
Really?
happened to this.
Did he write to you after Raymond left?
Oh, no, he passed away,
Oh,
you know, in the meantime.
Oh, okay.
I evidently, because I never did.
So you're not even sure if Raymond Francis is still alive?
No, I don't know, actually.
Something tells me you don't want to know.
No, not really, because I would be upset. And it was like when he wrote back and wrote the letters, and he never asked what baby we had, boy or girl, how the rest of the families, just his life had been
Yeah.
a miserable mess. And I thought, boy, you ever show up. I even told the sheriff when I went to get help.
Mhm.
I said, he better not ever show up. And he said, what would you do? And I said, I'd shoot him. Well, he said, he said, you couldn't do that. I said, well, I didn't say I'd kill him, I'd just shoot him.
I don't think he could do that either, but.
I was so, he never showed up.
When did you meet Louis Ball?
I went to Yakima, Washington. That was a mistake too. I should have stayed home. Well, now he was all right. He was a nice guy.
What year was it? Do you remember?
58, because we got married in 59.
Okay. And he worked at the mill.
He worked at the mill. He worked down here to where it used to be Evans, going to.
Mhm.
Right by the railroad tracks. That mill.
No, you're going to Roseburg on Highway 99,
Oh,
and
he didn't work in the.
before you come to the mill. No, he never worked up here.
Oh.
That I know of. I can't remember.
The mill is on the corner.
It's
It's on that big hairpin corner.
no.
That's one mill. Is it past that?
Yeah, you're going clear. You're clear to the dam.
Oh,
And there's that Douglas,
yeah.
Right.
There's
the mill that's there, and
That's
the
kind of
mill on
forest
this
products.
side of it. That was where. Now wait a minute. Maybe I'm all wrong about where that Evans was at. That's been so long. I'm not too sure.
Didn't he used to do have a graveyard shift or something? He was working real late at night or something.
Sometimes they
A
switched.
lot.
Oh,
They
they switched him?
it's a
He
24
put
hour
some swing
thing.
shift.
Those guys
He
are
worked
doing.
swing shift when he left me. He took me to work, and I was working at the Town Country Motel over here.
That's right. You're maid.
Yeah.
You're maid work.
We're working cleaning.
The motel room.
And you just walked right
And
over.
he left me over, he took me to work. I had to go back. I'd worked all day over there. And then he had to take me back to clean another room up because the folks left and Rudolph wanted the rooms clean. Because at that time, there wasn't the much as they are now.
Mhm.
There wasn't that many. And I went back, he took me over and he was ready for swing shift. And when I come back home, I walked back. And when I got here, I knew he was gone. And he had, when I looked around, he packed up baggage and put everything he owned and a lot of things he didn't own in his, if I'd have been here, he'd never taken what he was taking, and he brought a lot of it back, because I told him what I'd do to him if he didn't bring it back.
Oh, so you
What
talked
year-
you
what
talked
year
to him
was
later.
that? What year was that about?
It must have been 59. 69.
60.
Yeah.
Because he left in 68. He left here January the 8th, 1968, and I never seen him no more, except when he come back
To-
and then we went and when we got the divorce.
I see.
I got my divorce.
And so he, not sure whatever became of him.
Well, he come back one time and to let me know that, in the meantime, we went to California, and his stepmother was living there.
Uh-huh.
And he come back to let me know that she passed away, because I really liked his
Oh.
stepmother. She was really nice to us.
And when was
we were
that?
down
What
there.
year is that?
Well, it had to be in the '69.
Oh, it was really
Because he-
shortly after
Yeah,
your
after
daddy
he
came
left
back.
out here, he come back. It was after '68, when after he left me, then he came back to let me know that she'd passed away. But, we were never, he was never back here anymore after.
Mhm.
There's some people there.
Oh, yeah, they're bringing my lunch. I have my dinner served to me.
All right,
On
Meals on Wheels?
Meals on Wheels.
Oh.
uh-huh.
good deal.
Doesn't that get expensive?
Huh?
Do you want me,
Doesn't that get
do you want
expensive?
me to
Yeah,
open
you can
the
open the
door?
door and they can come in. You bet.
Oh, I see.
Hello, come in.
Good morning, good morning.
Come on, come in.
Touch. Stop it.
Well, this is more of my family.
Yes, I see.
Well, I'll tell you, every time we come in here, we see more of your family.
Ogden, Utah. My father was having an operation,
Mhm.
and I went back there to stay with him. And then I quit working, and I haven't worked since. So I retired in '69. And then I started traveling, and I never have quit.
You have been traveling. You go all over the place, don't you?
I've been to lots and lots of places. Yeah. I flew a couple of times to Virginia. I flew to Florida. I flew to San Diego.
Took it,
The
you all
first time I ever
Stacy
flew,
and-
I was by myself, and after that, I was never by myself. Eula and I flew together. And I flew to Alaska with Eula. So,
You visiting people or?
at that time, Bonita, my one daughter, and her husband was living in Alaska. So we flew up there to Alaska to visit. We lived up there about a week. And to Virginia, when I went to Virginia, Lucky was in the service. And the first time I went to visit him with his first wife, and the next time I went back to visit with his second wife. And then we went to Florida to his wedding, and he was married again in Florida.
I recall
Now
it.
he's single.
Lucky always seemed to marry really, what's the word? Attractive women. I mean, real buxom blondes and stuff like that. Remember? You don't recall?
You know, one I do
Yeah.
recall one. He was here for a time.
Yeah, well, that was his first wife, was Karen, I guess.
Or I'm thinking of Rico. The hairy guy. Wasn't Rico real hairy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's the
short.
Marine.
He's short now. Lucky.
Rico was the ex-Marine, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Marine. No,
And-
yeah,
And Lucky was in the
Navy.
Navy.
Right.
Lucky was in the Navy.
So
I didn't know Rico was in the Marines.
Yeah, he was in the Marine.
I remember because he had his picture in the Marines. I think here for a long time. Well, no, he had an anchor on his.
Well, that's Lucky right
That's
there.
Lucky over there.
Yeah, that's-
Mhm. His sailor. And then
Where's Rico at?
he's in Salem. He's been living up there now for the last,
What's he do?
20 years. Well, he really doesn't do anything.
I guess he's retired.
He's a
now.
housewife.
Oh, really?
His woman works.
Oh.
That's the way she wanted it.
Role
She'd
reversal.
rather work than keep the child and the home, so when he moved up there, he just stayed at home, took care of the baby, and she worked. And he kept the yard, he kept the house. And me, I haven't done nothing in the last 3 months. I've done less than I've ever done in my entire life.
Because you had their leg worked
Yeah,
on.
my knee's been
Mhm.
bad. They can tell me what's not wrong with it, but they can't tell me exactly what is wrong.
Bursitis or something
I
of
don't know
that
what
nature.
it is.
Did you have an operation or anything?
No. That's what they keep telling me. Did you fall? Did you bump it? Did you do something? I said, well, but I've always fell on my knees.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm doing a lot better. I think I'll live. I do know one thing, I don't have arthritis in either knee, that I'm not too sure where I got arthritis.
How old are you?
I'll be 84 in November.
Okay. 84.
I was born on November the 11th, 1911.
Whoa.
84, huh? Cool.
I'm only 83, but I'll soon be 84.
Oh.
I'm climbing.
So your mom was born in the 18th?
Huh?
Your mom was born in the 18th?
She was born 1874. My mother was born in 1874. My father was born in 1879.
Gosh, I don't know how you keep all those
Dates.
dates. You do real.
Yeah.
Well, you go over it quite a bit of time, and
Yeah.
I have record of most all of